Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Jessie Ferini Siahan. In this presentation, I will discuss about my scripsi proposal. So, the title of my scripsi proposal is The Correlation Between Student Sitting Position in the Classroom and Students' Judgment in Teaching Learning Process at a Public School in Yogyakarta. This is the outline of my presentation. In the first, I will explain about the background of the research. And then after that, I will discuss about objective of the study. And then there is also the significance of the study. And after that, I will explain the literature review. And then there is also the research method. And the last one is the reference. Okay, the first is about background of the research. Classroom management is needed to improve students' engagement and interaction with the teacher and other students in the classroom. It also supports the behavior of students who want to get a good atmosphere in learning and interacting with the teacher and their friends in the classroom. Classroom seating positions seem to be rarely taught by many people. Whereas this is a very important thing in order to be known that student sitting position can determine the behavior or activity students in the classroom and especially in their learning process. Based on my observation and especially my experience, I found the problem that in teaching learning process there are many students who less involved in their learning and interacting with the teacher and other students. So because of that, I'm interested in conducting a research to clarify the correlation between student sitting position in the classroom and students' judgment in digital learning process at a public school in Yogyakarta. Okay, the next topic is about the objective of the research. There are three objectives of this study. The first is to explore the student sitting position in the classroom at a public school in Yogyakarta. And the second one is to investigate the students' judgment in teaching learning process at a public school in Yogyakarta. And the last one is to find out the correlation between student sitting position in the classroom and students' judgment in teaching learning process at a public school in Yogyakarta. This is the significance of the study. This research is expected to give benefit for students, teachers, and other researchers. For students are able to know where the sitting position is suitable for their learning style, so they can determine the best sitting position in the classroom. And for the teachers are able to know the information about student sitting position in the classroom, so students' engagement in teaching learning process still going on. And the last for the other researchers. This research can be as the reference for doing the next research which has related to the topic. This is the literature review. Fernandez et al. 2011 taught that in teaching learning process, students' participation and students' achievement relate to where students sit in the classroom. So, if students choose the wrong sitting position, it will be reduce students' judgment in teaching learning process. Besides that, Windsor 2011 also said that the proper classroom sitting position can influence the students' involvement in the learning process. Sitting position has an important impact on students' concentration. There are students who can focus on the teacher's explanation when they sit in front of the classroom, or maybe in the center of the classroom, or even in the background of the classroom. Besides that, sitting position rules help students develop their skills. According to Graham et al. 2016, classroom sitting position can affect student skills and behavior both in academic and non-academic. The student sitting position can help students enhance their sense of responsibility and belief related to their learning. It means that they will be responsible for the seat selection position. And then about the type of sitting position in the classroom, according to Warren 2013, there are three kinds of sitting position in the classroom. As we can see in this slide, there are three kinds of sitting position in the classroom. The first is sitting position in the front row of the classroom, and the second is sitting position in the center row of the classroom, and the last one is sitting position in the back row of the classroom. And then this is the research method. In this study, I will use quantitative approach and correlational design to collect the data. There are two questionnaires to collect data in this research. The first questionnaire is about the student sitting position in the classroom, and the second questionnaire is about students' judgment in teaching learning process. And then about the research setting. This study will conducted at a public school in Yogyakarta. And about the time, this study will conducted on October 2020. About the population of the study is 10 grad students at a public school in Yogyakarta. And about the sample technique, I will use random sampling. To analyze the data, I will use SPSS, and then there are two types of analysis. For the first and the second research question, I will use descriptive statistic to answer the question. And for the third research question, I will use inferential statistic to answer the question. And this is the reference. Okay, I think my presentation is enough. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any question? Okay, if there is no more question, I will finish here. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.